from pain to paint. Her name was Emma. She lived in a small house with her parents, but the house was not warm. It was not full of love. It was quiet and cold, even in summer. No one smiled. No one said kind words. When Emma made a mistake, her parents yelled at her. Sometimes they hit her. They said she was bad. They said she was not enough. Emma cried alone in her room. She did not feel safe in her own home. She looked at other children. They played with their parents. They laughed and held hands. Emma wanted that too, but in her house there was no laughter, only silence, only fear. As she grew older, her heart became heavy. She stopped talking to her parents. She stopped hoping for love. In her mind she said, "Not all parents are good. Not all parents deserve love." Emma started to draw. She drew every night. She used old paper and a small pencil. When she drew, she felt free. She felt peace. Drawing was her secret world. She waited for the day she could leave. She counted the days until she was old enough to go. She didn't want gifts. She didn't want hugs. She just wanted freedom. When Emma turned 18, she packed her bag. She had only a few clothes and her old drawings. She did not say goodbye. She left the house early in the morning. The sky was grey. The air was quiet. She took a bus to the city. It was big and noisy. She felt small, but she also felt free. She looked at the people. They were busy, but they looked alive. Emma liked that. She was ready to start a new life. Emma found a small room to rent. It was not perfect, but it was hers. No one shouted. No one hit her. She could sleep in peace. She could dream again. She got a job at a big store. She cleaned shelves and helped customers. It was hard work, but she didn't complain. Every night, after work, she drew pictures. She drew faces, flowers, and dreams. She saved money little by little. She ate simple food and bought cheap clothes. But she bought colours and paper. Art was her joy. Art was her voice. Some nights she cried. The past still hurt, but she also smiled. She was free. She was safe. For the first time in her life, she was the one who chose what to do. Emma kept working at the store during the day. At night, she painted. Her drawings became better and better. She used strong colours and soft lines. Her art showed her pain, but also her hope. One day, a woman came into the store. She saw Emma's sketchbook on the counter. She looked at the drawings and said, "Did you make these?" Emma nodded. The woman smiled. "You have talent," she said. "I own an art school." Emma felt shy but excited. The woman gave her a small card. "Come visit us," she said. Emma held the card in her hand for hours. That night, she looked at it again and again. Her heart was full of questions and dreams. The next week, Emma went to the art school. It was full of light, colour, and people like her, people who loved to create. She felt at home. She joined a free evening class. It was hard at first, but she didn't give up. She worked during the day and studied art at night. She was tired but happy. Her paintings got better. She made new friends. She felt seen. She felt heard. For the first time, her voice was on paper, in colour. Years passed. Emma didn't stop. She kept going, step by step. She painted every free moment she had. Her dream grew bigger. One day, she wanted to open her own gallery. Emma saved money for many years. She lived simply. No parties, no shopping, no vacations. Only work, study and paint. People started to notice her art. Some asked to buy her paintings, others asked her to teach. One evening she walked past an empty shop. The windows were dusty and the door was old. But Emma saw something more. She saw a dream. She called the number on the door and asked about the place. A few weeks later, the shop was hers. She cleaned the floors and painted the walls. She put her best paintings on display. She hung lights and played soft music. Emma had her own art gallery. On the first day, many people came. They looked at the paintings, they asked questions, they smiled, some even cried. Emma stood in the corner, quiet but proud. Her heart was full. She had built this with her own hands. Then the door opened. 2 people walked in. They looked around the room. They looked older now. The woman wore a grey scarf. The man had tired eyes. Emma froze. It was them, her parents. Emma stood still. Her heart beat fast, but her face stayed calm. Her parents looked at the paintings. Then they saw her. For a moment, no one spoke. The room felt cold. Her mother stepped forward. "Emma," she said softly. Her voice was different, older, weaker. "Your art is beautiful." Her father nodded slowly. "We are proud of you," he said. Emma looked at them. She remembered everything, the yelling, the fear, the pain. She remembered crying in her room alone. She remembered wanting to run away every day. She took a deep breath. "You never cared when I was a child," she said. "You never said you loved me. You only hit me. You only made me feel small." Her voice did not shake. It was clear and strong. Her mother looked down. Her father said nothing. Emma continued, "I came here alone. I made this life without you. I learned how to live, how to love, and how to heal. But I didn't learn it from you." There was silence, a long, heavy silence. Then Emma said, "Not all parents deserve love. Some only teach pain." She turned away and walked to another room. She didn't look back. Emma stood alone in the back room of the gallery. Her hands touched the edge of a painting, a girl standing in the rain, her eyes full of sadness, her mouth closed, her heart open on the canvas. It was Emma's favourite piece. It was the story of her childhood. She could hear her parents still standing in the front. She didn't go back to them. She didn't need to. She had already said what she had held inside for so many years, and for the first time it felt like enough. She sat down by the window and looked outside. People passed by the gallery. Some stopped to look in. A few entered. Her assistant greeted them kindly. The day went on just like any other day, but for Emma, something inside had changed. She felt peace, not joy, not sadness, just peace. She had faced her past. She had spoken her truth, and now she could move forward without fear. A young girl entered the gallery with her mother. She had big eyes and carried a small notebook. She looked at the paintings with wonder. Then she saw Emma and said, "Did you make these?" Emma smiled. "Yes," she said gently. "I want to be an artist too," the girl said. Emma knelt down beside her. "Then you can be," she said. "All you need is a big heart and a small pencil." The girl smiled. Her mother smiled too. Emma felt something warm inside, not the love she never got, but the love she now gave. That night, Emma closed the gallery alone. She walked through each room, turning off the lights one by one. She looked at her paintings, not with pain, but with pride. When she turned off the last light, she stood by the door and whispered, "I made it. I made it without you." Then she stepped outside into the quiet night, the stars above her, the city around her, and her own future ahead, bright, full, and finally her own.